So you'll notice that I've put some more text onto the page. What I'm going to do now is put a little padding around these images to make them stand out. So I'm going to go into my style sheet, and underneath the width of the image I'm going to write padding, and I'm going to put a padding in of 1% of the page around it, but that means that I need to adjust the width to allow for that 1%. So I'm going to bring it down from 18 to 16 to allow padding of 1% on either side. So I'll just do Ctrl S and let's refresh the page. And you'll notice that I now have a little bit of padding around the images, and it applies to both, well, anything that's referred to as image. And the reason why it's white is because I put as one of the rules that I wanted the background colour for the image to be white. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little footer to say who's made the page. So I'll put in a new section down right at the bottom, and I'll call it footer, and let's put in the closing tag. It's always worth putting in, as soon as you open a tag, put the closing one in at the same level, and that way you avoid a lot of mistakes. So I'll just write in what I want to have appear in the footer, and I'm going to go through to my style sheet. I'll just save that first, and I'm going to put in a set of rules for my footer. Now I'd like the footer to look a lot like the heading, just to sort of balance the page. So I'm going to just copy those and stick them down in the footer here. But I think I won't make the font of the footer so large in size, so I'm going to just change that to 20. I'd like it to have the same colour, but I'm going to have it appear over on the right. I don't think I want it underlined, but I would like to keep the same background colour. I'll just save that, and let's see that come up. And you'll notice that I have got the background colour, but it seems to have applied to this area of the page as well as the footer. So I need to go back into the code, and on the actual HTML, if you remember, I had that line of HTML that I could use to sort of separate out parts of the page. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to pop that in before I get into the footer, so that I've sort of moved past those two pieces of information on the page. So I'll just save that and refresh the page, and you see that I have a footer here.